Asturian cuisine is more than its ingredients, but its commitment to tradition over innovation, resisting the modernization seen in other Spanish regions. While Basque and Catalan gastronomy have embraced avant-garde techniques, Asturias remains rooted in tradition and authenticity over reinvention. Our restaurant will embrace the pursuit of preserving culinary heritage, seen in our offerings of iconic dishes like fabada, cabrales cheese, and gummy milk cheese, to highlight a regional identity that values continuity over change, making Asturian food one of the most authentic and unaltered in Spain.
Asturias, located in northern Spain, is famous for its lush landscapes, which differ drastically from the overwhelming presence of single-toned regions in Spain. With a variety of scenic views from the Cantabrian Mountains and Picos de Europa to the beautiful coast made up of beachfronts and coves, Asturias is a must-visit place. The weather remains temperate throughout the year with rainier winters and cooler summers. Since the coast usually gets windier, it tends to be a surfer's dream. Asturias is set in the most northern part of the country and takes approximately 5 hours to get to from the capital. This region is considered to be one of the smallest in the country with a population of 1 million. The region holds a national cider festival in Nava annually during the second weekend in July, where ciders are sipped and ranked by all. In addition, there are opportunities to attend markets featuring gastronomic items and traditional artifacts which root back to Celtic heritage.
Asturian cuisine is deeply rooted in the region's rich agricultural and pastoral traditions, with its dishes reflecting the area's rugged landscapes and long-standing culinary heritage. Camino cheese with apple slices presents the Asturias' renowned cheesemaking in its abundant pomadoras in a singular dish. This particular cheese is produced in the mountainous region of Asturias, then dried, which allows the landscape of Asturias to be tasted in a smoky and meaty taste profile. Chorizo a la sidra showcases the strong cider culture of Asturias, where cider houses, llegares, have served the dishes for centuries as a flavorful pairing. Lastly, as an appetizer, we'll offer cabrales cheese with crusty bread, which further highlights the artisanal cheesemaking traditions of the Picos de Europa, where shepherds have aged cabrales in mountain caves for generations, creating one of Spain's most famous blue cheeses. These dishes reflect the region's dedication to tradition and its deep connection to its people and the land.
We offer four traditional Asturian entree dishes, starting with fabada asturiana. Fabada asturiana is a stew made with large white beans and a mixture of chorizo, black pudding, and pork, known as compengo. The ingredients are boiled together to create an indulgent and filling meal. Our second dish is a similar stew known as pote asturiano. Pote asturiano consists of the same white beans called fabes, chorizo, and pancetta. Collard greens and potatoes are also added to this dish, and it is brothier with less beans than the fabada. This is a flavorful and comforting meal that is a little bit lighter in comparison to the fabada. Our next dish is cachopo, where two steak fillets are filled with ham and cheese, coated in egg, flour, and breadcrumbs before being fried to be golden brown. The cachopo is served alongside fries and roasted red peppers. Our last entree dish is merluza a la sidra, which is a hake fillet that is seared and added to a pan containing a sauce that consists of cider, olive oil, broth, and spices. The flavors simmer together until the fish is tender and it is served with boiled potatoes.
The first beverage we serve is natural cider produced at Llegar Horizon in Nava. With zero added yeast or sugar, this natural cider captures the true essence of the land, the orchard, and the care of the cider makers. According to Llegar Horizon's traditions, the cider is preserved in chestnut barrels, which is the best method for preserving apple flavor. When ordered, our servers will give you a proper throw of the cider, which, as seen in the top image on the right, is an Asturian cider tradition that enhances the fruity flavor and aroma of the drink. Our next beverage is wine. We serve DOP Cangas wine, which is sourced from Bodegas Vitheras in Cangas del Narcea. In English, this acronym is spelled out as PDO, standing for Protected Designation of Origin, and describes a product that has a strong link to its geographical origin/production site. Produced in the mountainous valleys where the climate supports growth of flavorful grape varieties, these wines carry notes of fruit and citrus and pair well with our dishes. Lastly, we serve craft beer. Our beer is sourced from Asturias Brewing Company, located in Langreo. Their craft beer is created in a six-step process, including milling, elaboration, cooling, fermentation, filtering, and carbonation. The brown ale provides notes of coffee, caramel, and nuts, whereas the blonde ale carries notes of sweet malt. This craft beer highlights the local flavors of the regions.
Tortilla de manzana is a fantastic dish to try if you enjoy the classic Spanish tortilla. This dish enhances the classic savory dish into something sweet by adding fresh and local apples into the mix. The playful twist on the classic Spanish omelet provides individuals with a comfort and astonishment by testing consumers' taste buds. The slightly golden brown softened apples in conjunction with just set eggs create a stark contrast in textures, making the eating experience unique. The golden outside and creamy inside guarantees a rich, flavorful experience. Quesadillas are traditional pastry from the Asturias region. The dough is made up of flour, water, eggs, and salt. After cooling for a short while, we combine walnuts, hazelnuts, and anise into a decadent filling. Asturias is in the 19th century was a dominant hazelnut export, although agriculture struggles brought about financial hardship, leading them to fall in ranking. To keep the history alive, Bologna has managed to reorganize agricultural practices within the past century and rack up sales again. An annual Hazelnut Festival is held on the first Sunday in October to celebrate this history. At this event, specific to Asturian culture, about 20 tons of hazelnuts are sold. Once the filling is complete and dough is cooled, they are sectioned to 13-centimeter long pieces, filled with hazelnut delight. Once filled, these flavorful pastries are fried in a butter rather than olive oil due to the lack of olive tree cultivation in the region. To make these tasty treats complete, it is topped with sugar. Hope to see you soon!